Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Dr. Apat. I am Silver Jane Sumojo, and we are now in Unit 3, Chapter 3 of our discussion, which is the selection and use of teaching strategies. And my topic, together with Mr. Riz, is the guiding principles in the selections and the use of teaching strategies. The first principle is learning is an active process. This means that we have to actively engage the learners in learning activities if we want them to learn what we intend to teach. And also, this means that learning is something we have to do ourselves, just like eating or living our lives. So, if someone else does our learning tasks for us, then they're the ones who benefit, not us. So, as learners, we need to be actively involved in our learning, and also teachers should give us opportunities to participate in activities and let us learn by doing things ourselves. And also, this code serves as an APT summary of the first principle. What I hear, I forget. What I see, I remember. And also what I do, I understand. The second principle is the more senses that are involved in learning, the more and better the learning. For more and better learning, appeal to all the senses of all the learner if possible. So when we learn using more of our senses, like seeing and hearing together, it helps us learn better. And also the graph shows that seeing things is better for learning than just hearing them. And also it mentions a study that says our eyes are very important for learning than just hearing them. It also mentions the study that says our eyes is also very important for learning because they take in a lot of information. The third principle is emotion has the power to increase retention and learning. It involves the emotion in learning, and cognitive processing is emotionally charged. So, when we feel emotions during our learning, we tend to remember and also we tend to understand things better. If a lesson touches our hearts or makes us feel something strong, we are more likely to remember the lesson. And adding emotion to teaching helps students connect with the subject, and also it makes learning more impactful. And also without emotions, learning might feel boring or uninteresting. So it's important for teachers to recognize the power of emotions in learning and use them to make lessons more engaging and memorable. The fourth principle is learning is meaningful when it is connected to students' everyday lives. So abstract concepts are made understandable when we give sufficient examples relating to the students' experiences. So we should think of it learning like collecting puzzles pieces. No, instead of just throwing pieces into a box and taking them out for a test, it's more meaningful to understand how each pieces fits into the bigger picture of our everyday life. So just like when we connect what we learn to real life situations, it's like seeing how the puzzle comes together. And instead of just memorizing pieces and then forgetting them, we can see how they all work together beyond recall of information. Good thinking concerns itself with higher order thinking skills to develop creative and critical thinking. So, teaching isn't just about remembering facts. It's about learning to think in smart ways. And most of the time, teaching focuses on the remembering stuff and understanding it. But it should also help us use what we've learned. And also to figure out why things happen, judge what we know, and create new ideas. The sixth principle is an integrated teaching approach is far more effective than teaching isolated bits of information. So, when we talk about an integrated teaching approach, it means that combining different ways of teaching that match how students learn best. So instead of just giving out separate pieces of information, teachers mix things up to fit the different ways students understand things. Just like, for example, some students might learn better by doing activities, while other students might prefer listening to explanation or seeing visual aids. So, by considering these differences, teachers can create a more effective learning experience for everyone. There are as many learning styles as there are pupils or students in our classrooms. So to impose our learning style, it may jeopardize learning. And we were made to think then that human intelligence comprised only of linguistic and mathematical logical intelligences. But with Howard Gardner's The Multiple Intelligences theory, we are introduced to 7 more intelligences in addition to linguistic and mathematical. Namely, number 1 is spatial, and then musical, bodily kinesthetic, intrapersonal, interpersonal, and naturalist. And also, it essentially is intelligence. And in conclusion, effective learning strategies should be chosen based on clear guiding principles that prioritize students' engagement, active learning, differentiated instructions, and also alignment with learning objectives. So that will be all for my report, and I hope that you've learned something.
Good day everyone, I'm Teacher JV, and today I will be tackling about brain-based strategies. Number 1, involving students in real-life or authentic problem solving is a highly effective teaching strategy. This approach, often referred to as experiential learning, that helps students to apply theoretical knowledge to practical situations, enhancing their understanding and retention of the material. By doing so, students are more likely to develop critical thinking and problem-solving skills, which are invaluable in their future careers and personal lives. Number 2, using projects in learning environment can significantly increase both meaning and motivation. Projects allows individuals to apply their knowledge and skills in real-world contexts, making the learning experience more meaningful and relevant. To make projects even more effective, teachers can incorporate elements of choice, allowing students to select topics or methods that interest them. Providing a supportive environment and recognizing each student's contribution can also enhance motivation. Number 3, simulations and role plays as meaning markers in various fields and in education. Creating a simulated environment where students can practice skills, explore scenarios, and gain deeper understanding of concepts without real-world consequences. Simulations and role play serves as meaning markers by creating experiential learning that enhance understanding, skills, and empathy. They bridge the gap between theory and practice, making learning more relevant and engaging. Number 4, classroom strategies using visual processing. Visual aids and materials can help students understand and retain information more easily. These tools help students organize their thoughts, identify patterns, and see the bigger picture by visually mapping out concepts. Students can better understand complex relationships and retain information more effectively. Graphic organizer for classifications. Categories. A table in which a set of classes among which all things might be distributed. Hierarchical topical organizer. This shows the order of ideas and their place in a hierarchy. Web organizer. A method for visually organizing information, ideas, and concepts to help the audience, students, teachers, or employees understand and retain. Episode pattern organizer. Organizes information according to the sequence of time. Concept pattern organizer. To organize general categories of classes of persons, places, things, or events with the defining characteristics and specific examples of the concept. Time sequence pattern and arbitration. A chronological pattern organizes information according to the sequence of time. Process, cause-effect pattern for negotiation is a technique that helps you identify all of the likely causes of the problems you are facing. Number 5. Songs, jingles, and raps. They have the ability to evoke emotion, tell story, and convey messages in a way that is both captivating and memorable. They are a reflection of our collective human experience. They have the power to express our deepest emotion, convey our thoughts and beliefs, and unite us in a shared rhythm. These musical forms have the ability to move us, inspire us, and shape our identities. Number 6. Mnemonic strategies. These strategies use various techniques to create associations and connections that aid in memory retention. Mnemonic strategies are valuable tools that can be applied to various learning situations, whether it's studying for exams, memorizing facts, or remembering important information. These strategies can simply enhance our memory and improve our overall learning experience. Number 7. Writing strategies are essential tools that helps us effectively communicate our thoughts and ideas, and these strategies provide structure, clarity, and coherence to our writing, making it more engaging and impactful. Writing strategies play a crucial role in enhancing our writing skills. By planning, brainstorming, and practicing effective communication, we can create impactful and engaging written work that helps us to convey our thoughts and ideas more effectively. Number 8. Active review. Active review is a powerful learning strategy that helps us reinforce and retain information more effectively. It involves actively engaging with the material we have learned rather than passively reviewing it. Incorporating active review into our study routine can greatly enhance our learning experience and help us achieve better academic success. Number 9. Hands-on activities. Hands-on activities are activities that involves physical manipulation. Hands-on activities. These activities involve physical manipulation, experimentation, and exploration, allowing us to learn through direct experience. By actively engaging with the material through hands-on experience, we can deepen our understanding, retain knowledge more effectively, and develop essential skills for success in various areas of life. And number 10, there is no such thing as best teaching method. The best method is the one that works, the one that yields results. Education is a complex and diverse field, with students having different learning styles, abilities, and needs. What works well for one student may not work for another. Therefore, it is essential to recognize that there is no university superior teaching method that guarantees success for all students. Educators should strive to find and implement methods that work best for their students, promoting engagement, understanding, and meaningful learning experience. So that concludes our discussion on the brain-based strategies. Again, I am Teacher JV, saying a good education is the foundation for a better future. So that's all for today. Thank you for tuning in.